ready to unlock the ultimate bridal glow? Here with Irina, co-founder of Hebe Medical Spa.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining and spending some time with us, learning about do's and don'ts before your wedding.
Today we want to share some tips for future bride before their wedding, and Irina is a perfect person who can explain what do you guys need to do in terms of being beautiful and glowing at your wedding. All right, Irina, I have a great question for you. How did you get in the skincare routine, and how did you start this amazing project?
Well, so great question. We started Hebe Medical Spa about 7, almost 8 years ago with my business partner, Dr. Z. We met in the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. We became friends. And then one day we were walking after one of our workouts, and she said, "Do you want to open up a medical spa?" And, I kind of slept on it. And I said, if I don't do this now, I kind of had this passion for wellness and beauty. And, I found the aesthetics industry very exciting. And the biggest part was really helping people feel better about themselves. And as I was younger, I did suffer a little bit like with breakouts and things. And, I also knew how challenging could be the market with skincare because there's so many products out there, and it's very confusing, and you're buying something and you're trying and then it doesn't work and you throw it out. So it was really exciting moment and learning everything about skin and lasers and injectables. And now that we've gotten into the wellness side, where we're actually really looking into more regenerative aesthetics, where making the body glow from the inside out. And helping all of our clients to be the best version of themselves, because the world is hard out there, and giving a little bit of confidence to someone and helping them feel better, it's such a exciting thing to see.
Right. I can tell because you guys doing a great job, and
Thank you.
You are just helping ladies to feel more confident and comfortable in their own body. That's how you said. Okay, Rina, because it's a wedding channel, I would like to ask you first question. What's the biggest mistake that bride does before the wedding?
Well, I think one of the biggest mistakes is they come way too late to us. When they come like a week before the wedding and I need help. So my biggest advice for all the brides is, as soon as you get proposed and you go to that exciting moment and you start planning your wedding, make sure you come and visit a medical spa like Hebe Medical Spa and get a complimentary consultation. And I would also recommend, there's so many medical spas out there now. Definitely go to a medical spa, not just to a regular spa, because the devices and the technology and the things that we can do to help are so much better than just a regular spa where you can just get maybe a massage. So, or a regular facial, those are great to do when your skin is already excellent. If we're trying to, really improve the tone, the texture, maybe pigmentation issues, maybe acne scarring, or any other concerns with the skin, we do need to have a little bit more time. So as soon as you kind of start planning for the wedding and you know when is your wedding date, go to a medical spa, go to couple, do consultations, because these things cost money. And you also want to make sure you find a provider that you really feel comfortable and you feel that they took the time to listen to your concerns, to educate you, and really put a custom plan for how to achieve that beautiful, flawless skin for your wedding.
Beautiful. Yeah. From myself, I can tell that it's very difficult to choose sometimes because it's so many businesses out there, and you want to find the right people. It's not just because everybody's offering something different. You have to find your people. Like, I think it's most important part, right?
100%. I always say, everybody has lasers and everybody has everything, but those are just tools in the hands of the provider.
Yeah.
So the results you're going to get, they may vary significantly from one place to another. And that is, based on who's doing the treatment, how much training they have received, how knowledgeable they are. And one thing we take pride in Hebe Medical Spa is we spend a lot of time and we invest a lot of money into the training of our professionals, because we not only want for you to come and have this beautiful space and feel have the great client experience with our meeting our front desk staff, but also we want to make sure, for one, the most important, safety first always, and then we want to make sure we provide an amazing results for our clients. So yeah.
And you guys have amazing Instagram, and yours is so awesome.
But at Hebe Med Spa, if you don't follow us, you can do that now.
So all the information about Hebe Medical Spa will be in our links or under video below. Okay.
Yeah, and we do offer complimentary consultations. You can also go through our website and complete a form and request a complimentary consultation. We have the 3 locations now, in Fishkill, New York, and Saratoga Springs, and also Latham.
Yeah, it's the guys cover a big area of upstate New York, and you literally can go and get the consultation, talk to people, and explore it before it's gonna be too late. All right, Irina, I would like to ask, what's the most important thing for brides to do? Like, what's your secret weapon that you like? Yes, we have it, like a secret edge.
Well, we have a lot of secret weapons. Which secret weapon, Scott? Yes, which secret weapon is going to be the best for you? I would say that the best thing that we can do for any bride is when you come, we do a custom plan for you. Because one treatment may be perfect for your skin, another treatment may be perfect for somebody else's skin. So that's what we pride ourselves. We have tons of devices, so we don't have, what they say is when you have one hammer, everything looks like a nail. So we are not that kind of a medical spa. We do have tons of devices. We can address any skin concern. And I think that, for a bride, really, one of the most important things is on her wedding day to have that beautiful, flawless skin.
Right.
Because, girls, you all know photos are so important. We're getting married hopefully once. And, we are to have these beautiful photos to cherish them for the rest of our lives. And I also think that once you get your skin and you feel great about yourself, you also are going to feel so much more confident at your wedding date.
Yeah.
We don't only address skin. We also have a whole wellness program where we work with a lot of women and brides and men, of course, to maybe help them lose weight. And we do have peptides for that. We also have peptides for, if you want to grow your hair, for skin and hair and beauty and longevity. So there is so many things that we can do. We have IV therapy. We have, all like different types of little injections that we can do to help you with metabolism, with glowing skin, with detoxifying the liver. So there is like a whole comprehensive plan. And I do think that, the most important is come on time, be prepared. That is going to take a little bit of time. We're going to make a custom plan for you, because the most important is you feel like $1 million at your wedding.
Oh, definitely. And as a photographer and videographer at weddings, I can definitely say, because I work with a lot of brides, and if I say a bride looking like inside out, flawless, like amazing skin, like super, like happy, and all this procedures that you can have at medical spa will help you definitely to be more even like happy, like definitely, as you said, it's just shows you like you glowing. It's like sparkles all over you, and then you can see it through the camera. That's definitely
And you know what they say, Alexa, also is it's the energy you bring.
right.
It's really not how you look. It's the energy you bring. That's really what people feel. So if you feel amazing, and you're glowing, as you said, that's what people are going to feel.
Right.
If you are self-doubting, or if you're like not feeling confident, no matter how beautiful you look,
Yeah.
that's what the energy that people are going to feel. So
You feel like a queen, right?
so we're not just like talking about giving you flawless skin or helping you lose those last 5 or 10 pounds or whatever your goals are. We're talking more about
Your inner feeling, like when you're like
inner
right.
feeling as a goddess, because that's what Hebe stands for. It's the eternal, it's the Greek goddess of eternal youth.
Oh, I love that one. That's so pretty. All right, Irina, I know it's a lot of experience and you work with a lot of brides. Question to you: what was the craziest request the bride requested for it before the wedding?
Well, sometimes you get people like 3 days before the wedding, they come in and they're like, fix all this.
Oh my.
And it's like, we can't. If you're already coming with a flawless skin, even in that situation, I would still recommend come in and have a little time, because even one of the treatments that's really beautiful to do a few days before your wedding is dermaplaning. So what that does is like a manual exfoliation technique that really gives you that beautiful finish on the skin, takes all the peach fuzz, exfoliates the skin, and also makes your makeup go in so smoothly. But some people are very sensitive. So if you've never tried it before, 3 days before your wedding is not the day to try it, because the skin may purge, you may get a sensitivity, you may get a reaction. So it's an amazing treatment, but if you've never done it, I would never do it right before the wedding. So I would definitely try it the month before, see how the skin responded, and if everything was fine, it's an amazing treatment to do right before. But this is the one time where you have a zero time for error.
Right.
Because this is the biggest day you've been getting ready for, like maybe since you were a little girl, and now it's here and you spend all this time planning everything, and you don't want to get to a place where your skin now doesn't look great for your wedding day. And that's why, always recommend, preferably if you can start a long time, at least 4, 5, 6 months prior. As soon as you get proposed and you start planning the wedding, go and do a consultation. But if you didn't think about it, or maybe you just saw this conversation and you have a wedding in a week and you're like, oh my God, let me run to get a treatment done. You just be very careful, talk to your provider, make sure you have a good plan. They also explain the pros and the cons, and just to make sure we avoid any emergency situation.
Well, and again, as more time you have, as more result you will receive. We all know that people follow a lot of trends because of a lot of information out there on social media, Instagram, YouTube. People honestly saying something that they shouldn't say. And let's dive into the worst skin trend that you've ever heard about.
There are many trends in aesthetics. There is always something. And I always tell people, make sure that you go to a good provider, because some trends are very, very good. Like, for example, right now, as we said, regenerative aesthetics it is a thing. People want that more natural look. And, they don't want to look like they're done. When you look at them, they just want to be aging gracefully, not look like, oh, this person did filler in their face or they did their lips. And this is one of the things I want to tell you is, if somebody could see the work that was done on you, it wasn't a good work. Yes. So, there is a lot of biostimulators that we do now. There is some growth factors that we're engaging. We can do those injectables. We can do topical also post-procedure, to kind of stimulate that fibroblasting too, so we can create some collagen and elasticity and kind of reverse the aging process. But your body does that. We're just giving a little support. Worst trends, there was that, the salmon facial was a big thing at one point because Kim Kardashian, promoted it. We've played a little bit like just on stuff with that. I can't say it's like the worst trend, but it is definitely something. It does require downtime, kind of look a little crazy for a couple of days, 3, 4 days, I would say. So another one that I'm not crazy about is a lot of places are selling the injectable PRP facelift. The idea is very good. What the PRP is, it's actually, we draw your blood, we spin it in a centrifuge, and we take all of the growth factors out of your blood. Yeah. And then we can either inject it in the face, we can put it post-procedure, we can put it on your, for hair restoration, inject it in your scalp. And it's a great idea and works for some people, but not for others. And the reason why is because we don't really know what's in your blood when we spin it. So how much growth factors you have. There is so many external factors that actually determine the quality of the growth factors in your blood. We don't measure that, so we don't know. So like things like maybe your lifestyle, your do you exercise, do you sleep well, do you drink alcohol, how old are you, your gender. Those are all things that determine, do you smoke, determine what do you have really. And so some people have great results, others don't. Now there are some more sophisticated growth factors that are synthetically derived, but they are 300,000 times more potent. So we can almost guarantee the procedure is going to have great results. And, so if you're looking for something more natural, more regenerative, avoid what you see on TikTok or what you see on social media. Don't avoid, but don't determine that's the best treatment for you. Just go to a reputable place, have a complimentary consultation. Let us look and figure out what your goals are and then how we can, what plan we can give you.
Yeah, definitely, guys. I understand that sometimes things can be very popular, and you think like, "Oh my God, this is exactly what you see on the TikTok." I'm like, "That's exactly what I want," but maybe you don't know like a factors that professionals know. So that's why it's very important first get the consultation, talk about it. Yeah, you definitely can say like, "Hey, you know what? I see this type of procedure. I would like to try." And hear the opinion of professionals, which is very important in our time of amount of information out there, right?
Yeah, and so I will tell you, give you an example. For example, just yesterday we had a consultation with a client, and a friend of hers had done a CO2 laser, which is a gold standard CO2 laser. It's a very deep ablative laser. Does require a little bit of downtime, but the results are excellent. So anything to has goes very deep, so releases like fine lines and wrinkles, improves the texture, does give you some tightening and a little bit of a lift. Friend of hers did it. She came, she said, "That's what I want." So when we did the consultation, we determined she's not really a great candidate because her skin was already a little thin. And when you do too many CO2 lasers, you can actually thin the skin a little bit more. Now, I do have another laser from Lutronic. It's called Mosaic, which goes also very deep, a little bit of a lesser downtime. It tremendously supports with fine lines and wrinkles, helps with that, but also thickens the skin. So you wouldn't know that, right? Because your friend did, maybe your friend was a great candidate for the CO2 laser, doesn't mean you are a great candidate. So, or you may be a good candidate, but there may be other things we can do that for you that are better.
Right.
And so that's why go to a professional.
Well, once to finalize the all information that we just talked about in Irina, last question to you, please. Can you give us a tip top suggest recommendation for brides?
Yes. Okay. So we already, I think, said it this 10 times, but I'm going to say it one more time because it's so important. Start early. Start early. Number one, give yourself enough time because also it makes it easier on the budget. You guys have so many expenses during the wedding. So if you start early and you have enough time, we can plan everything, we can book everything, we can talk about financing options to make that as seamless and easy as possible for you. So that's number one. Number two, avoid trends that you see on social media. Go to a place that will sit down with you, review your specific goals and concerns, and then put a plan. And if you didn't feel 100% that this was the place for you, get a couple more consultations. It's okay. They should give you a complimentary consultation. If it's a reputable place, they should offer that for you. Because at the end of the day, it is the most important thing. Number three, I would say, all right, this is a little wild, but I'm going to say it. Avoid doing treatments right before the few days before your wedding that you haven't tried before because you don't know how your skin is going to react and you don't want to be having an emergency situation right before the wedding. And if you do, give us a call because we have also a lot of things that we can do to help the skin calm down and at least do the best that we can right before, for your wedding day. Number four, I will say if you're considering doing any fillers or Botox, like for example, always remember if you're doing fillers, like a lot of brides, a big treatment is lips, right? We want that beautiful shaped lips, a little bit more plump because it gives you that sexy, youthful look. Do at least 4 weeks before the wedding. The reason why it takes 2 weeks for the filler to settle. So if you came and we got injected today, in 2 weeks, we're going to bring you back just to take a look and see if there is any unevenness, anything that we need to correct. And then you have to kind of give yourself a couple of weeks to enjoy those lips. So please give yourself at least 4 weeks. Minimum of 2, I recommend 4. Now, if you're going to do a little Botox, kind of the same thing. Botox is beautiful. It can give you that flawless forehead. It can help with, help you with some crossfit. Another very popular treatment with Botox is masseters. Because what happens is some of us, I used to have very strong masseters and I had a very square face. So because I've been doing some Botox in here, what it does is it weakens the muscle, gives you that more of a heart-shaped look and slims down the face, makes it more youthful. If you're gonna do Botox, again, same thing, give yourself 4 weeks because it takes a couple of weeks for the treatment to kick in. Then you come back in 2 weeks, maybe we need to touch up on something, maybe lift up the eyebrows to give you that a little bit more beautiful look. Don't rush it like 3 days before the wedding, do your lips because your lips are going to be swollen, and then once we start injecting, if they swell on one side more than the other, we can't really see until the swelling has gone so we can go back and correct it. So always be mindful, give yourself enough time. And if you didn't, better safe than sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So don't do it and then do it after the wedding.
Please do not experiment because it might block some of the muscles, I think, right? It's just, again, when you smile, it might like do something like that. And
so look, the thing is, if you been going to the same injector for a long time,
Right.
you probably could do that, right?
Yeah.
But if you've never done Botox, you've never gone to that injector, or maybe you've done Botox but different place,
Yeah.
it does take, everybody is so different. So for an injector, it takes a little bit of time to get used to with your facial muscles. This is the reason why a new client Botox that comes to Hebe Medical Spa, we always bring them 2 weeks later to make sure everything is perfect because anatomy is different, muscles are different. So maybe, as you said, maybe the eyebrow dropped a little bit, we can lift it up, we can correct that. But once you do it one time, then we learn your facial muscles. We keep really good notes on the client accounts. When you keep coming back, you should always have consistent results. So that's why always better safe than sorry. That is not the day you want to play around with, ladies. Yeah. The goal of all the things that we do is to make you feel more beautiful than you already are. Just help to enhance that and make you feel great and confident, not to take away from the day.
Irina, thank you so much for this amazing information, for this great tips for future brides, because it's really important. Everybody's stressed out, and I know it's not easy to find your right professional specialist. And where we can find you, please.
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you so much for the opportunity. It was a pleasure being here and sharing some of our insights. You can find us on our website, thehebespa.com. As you mentioned earlier, we are pretty active on social media. We have a Facebook and TikTok and mostly Instagram account. And then also we do offer special packages and special pricing for all the brides when they come. It's all based on customization.
Right.
But when you ladies come, if you mention
Go
social, yes, wedding, we will give you some special discounts as well. And also don't forget about your moms. They've been also waiting for that big day. So we have also some specials for mother of the bride as well, or the mother of the groom, of course. Because we want to make sure that they also feel amazing and very, very proud.
How about the bridesmaid?
We do have packages, actually. Great question. I didn't mention it before. We do have a lot of times. We have before the wedding or after the wedding, we have parties that come to the spa for IV therapy. Sometimes, if it's not too far, we can send the nurses to do the IV therapy in the hotel or the venue where the wedding is taking place. Definitely, we can also organize a private party for the bride and the bridesmaids at our spa, where we can provide refreshments and food, and then also some facials or whatever else they want. So we customize everything. Don't be shy, ladies. Give us a call, reach out, and let's work together. And also we have like a great financing options. So don't forget that is also great. I know some of these treatments can be expensive, but don't forget you're investing in yourself, and it's not just for the wedding. This great skin is going to last you for a lifetime. So, and you put a little bit of effort at the beginning, and then just the maintenance is, it gets easier. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Irina, so much.
Thank you.
Pleasure to talking to you.
Same here. Really appreciate it.
Yep. I would want the permission down on the video or maybe somewhere over here, and we'll see you later.
Bye.